Ooh, yeah. It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're at Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that like, don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house, make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice, respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real, Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie's house, oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie's house. On in the house, you know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, come on in and hit the light, You're at Auntie Mickey's, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house.
Hey Mickey. Oh Mickey, you're so fine. So fine, you got my mind. Oh Mickey, you're so fine. So fine, you. Oh Mickey, you're so fine.
The like button, it don't cost you nothing.
It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in her house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat, Come on in and hit that light, Oh, you're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, 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 yeah. Auntie's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet, let's sip some tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. Grab a seat, yeah. Come on in and hit that light, Don't forget Auntie Mickey's. you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Don't talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house, make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard, every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word, oh yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real, that's the deal, baby, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie's house, oh yeah. Auntie house, you know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat, come on in and hit that light, oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, oh.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hi, Barbara. Hello, my boo thing. How you doing? Yeah, Lil Zay is out there on his electric bike. I'm concerned. Hi, LaWanda. Hi, Lizzie. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, LaWanda. Let's see. Let me go on down the list here. Rose. Hello, Rose. Donna McClendon. How are you, sweetheart? Fonda, my earth angel. Yeah, I think Lady of Elegance Candles. Hello, how are you? Love your intro. Could you please send me the artist who did your intro? Actually, you know who did the music? That would be Danny Robertson. Danny Robertson did the music. And I did the video part. So we can talk about this afterwards though, because there's several different sites, AI sites that do music that you can go to and create your own music, and it's just a matter of putting it together on an editing program, splicing it together with a video program, and there you have your intro. As a matter of fact, you can do it on Canva. So I'd be happy to talk to you about that behind the scenes, because it gets kind of involved. I'm just learning it myself. But to answer your question, the music was done by Danny Robertson. Danny Robertson did that. Hi, Mr. Phillips. Let's see. Q Rock. What's up, Q? How's it going? Hello, Retreata. Good to see everybody here. Hi, Lisa Bruno. Yes, she did a wonderful job. She really did. She inspired me to learn how to do this stuff. I done fallen behind in the times. I guess that comes with getting geriatric. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. I just missed something. Mr. Phillips says, hi, Auntie, getting ready for the big game, Texas versus Oklahoma. Okay. Who you rooting for? I'm indifferent. I don't follow football that much, but my husband does, so I'm sure you guys probably have the same taste. Texas, all right. I got family in Texas, so I guess I can lean toward Texas. Well, as you can see from the title, I do have one thing I wanted to go over, thanks to Mr. Phillips. in his email that he sent me. Is that down south? Wait, is down south? There you are, down south Stitcher, sneaking by me like that. But before I get started on that, I just have to address the elephant in the room. We had a little issue last night, and I want to publicly apologize to Lizzie Lopez for the mix-up and misunderstanding. Sweetheart, please do not take that stuff personal. Okay, it was just a misunderstanding, and I didn't understand your comment. So, and you explained that you don't form your sentences quite, So, and I understand that. So please don't take look, I love you, sweetie. And I don't want you to take any of that personal. Okay? So now that we have an understanding, we can let it go. Oh yeah, the critters out there. Yeah. We got critters out there in the woods. Critters in the woods. Can't seem to stay home and mind their own business. Hey Nadine. I hear you, LaWanda. Oh my God. It's quite hilarious the way people need attention. And they go to great lengths to get it. So I'm giving them a little bit of attention. Even though they don't deserve it, I'm giving them some attention. I will not say their names. They can figure it out themselves. Hey, Cassidy. How are you, my love? Happy Friday to you, too. Yes, we love over here. We ain't down with all that nonsense. Mating season. Well, ooh, that's another subject I'm not going to even touch. I'm not going to touch that one. But people have a tendency to be, how can I put it, starved for attention, needing attention, hasn't received any attention. I don't know what the whole deal is, but when somebody comes after me, I don't bother nobody over here. But folks seem to have some narrative going that a certain individual cussed me out. And we know who that individual is, correct? We're no longer, partners because he cussed me out. I'd like to know when that happened. Put a 1 in the chat if you know when he cussed me out. Put a 2 in the chat if you know good and damn well he didn't cuss me out. You gotta have a reason to cuss me out, and I ain't done a doggone thing to you. However, let's just say I had every reason to cuss him out. That's what I thought. So people do, yes, absolutely. Mr. Phillips, trust me, it ain't even worth it. It's not even worth it. But people that don't know they have a tendency to have the most to say. And if you wasn't there to witness what went down, and you're taking secondhand information or third-hand information, chances are you don't have the information correct. So if you weren't there, shut the hell up. Exactly, Lawanda. That's why yes, Q-Rock, that one. Exactly. And this is why I'm addressing this head on. Exactly. But I don't, you know what? He didn't even call me that particular day, Barbara. As I recall, he came into the chat pissed off because Mr. Charles and Faith were up on the platform talking about what he did earlier. Absolutely, Cassidy. Angie Stone is always going to be alive and well over here. But the bottom line is that, oh, thank you, Mr. Phillips. I love you, sweetheart. I love all of y'all. I really do. I like dealing with people that are straight up and honest. But when you got people over in the corner being stupid and spreading lies and stuff like that, sometimes you got to check them lies before they get out of hand. So, for the record, ain't nobody cussed me out over here. And I'm sure everybody knows if someone were to try to cuss me out over here, they would be met with the same energy. But I don't have that problem over here, so I don't have to go there. Yes, Mr. Phil, none of us are over here. We're not messy people. We're not messy people. We're seasoned. We done lived a long time being non-messy. This is how you make it this long. Staying out of other people's business, out of other people's faces, not lying on people, doing the most just to be seen and getting attention. And I know for a fact none of my kinfolk got to do any of that to get attention. Absolutely, Cassidy. Absolutely. We have fun over here. We shook and jive like everybody else. Hello, Millionaires Cove. How are you, beautiful? We shuck and jive over here. We have fun. We go over content. We discuss things that matter. Yes, Rose, and we rebuke. So this is a low-key rebuke. Stay over there in Critterville and leave me the hell alone. Absolutely, Lawanda. I know exactly what you're saying. Exactly what you're saying. That's called wisdom. And the longer they live, the more wisdom they will get. That's all I'm saying. Keep on living and you'll get the same wisdom that we have now. Oh, Camille, you know, same old thing, different day. Same old thing, different day. They hide in the bushes. They hide in the bushes, have crazy stuff to say, you know. Thank you. Don't start none, won't be none. But now I'm going to also put a disclaimer out here for everybody. Not just one person in particular, but everybody. Because I've had this happen on more than one occasion from more than one person. Hi, Carol. Okay, thank you, Mr. Phil. Me too. Old school sister from the hood. Let me just make this very clear to anybody out there. I know you mean well. At least I hope you mean well. But please, no more emails, no more text messages, none of that telling me what such and such said about me, or what they're saying over there about me, or anybody else I'm affiliated with. I am not interested in what they're doing over there. I could give two shits about what they think about me, what they're saying about me, and if you continue to send me some shit that I don't want to read, then I'm going to start looking at you side-eyed. Because ain't nothing worse than a dog carrying a bone. Now, if you mean me well, please, I don't need you to give me a heads up anymore about anybody saying anything about me. Hey, Dee Dee. Hello, my love. Thank you, Lawanda. And again, some people may not know no better. You know, different cultures, different communities, you know, coming from different places. I don't know how everybody's mindset is, but here's my mindset. Please do not email me anymore about what somebody has said in their chat, in their live stream, or anything like that. I am not interested in it. And I'm asking you nicely to please do not send me any more information. We try to keep it real and peaceful over here. Number two, if we are on a topic, let's stick to the topic at hand. It's kind of distracting when we're on a topic and then someone throws something out there random. It kind of throws everything off. And I appreciate everything that everybody is sending me in terms of stories and stuff like that. I love it. We're operating as a community. We're operating as a community, and we can't just be one person running the show. I don't consider myself as, you know, what I say, and that's end of it. No, it takes a village. It takes a village. And I appreciate everything that you guys bring. But there's a time and place for everything. So please, if you want to send something to me, feel free to continue to send it through emails or text. I don't have a problem getting those. I don't have a problem with that at all. But it's the gossip. I don't need the gossip. So we're going to keep this thing real. We're going to be respectful of one another over here. And we're going to succeed. We're going to succeed because people don't want us to succeed. And I know the devil is a lie. So, with all that said, that's how I'm going to end that whole commentary. Okay? Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. But what I did want to bring up, Mr. Phillips sent me an article from the Daily Mail. And I would like to share this with you. Now, it's not a video. Yeah, yes, Lady of Elegance Candles, yeah. But, you know, they don't have content. And it's just not that one person. It's 1, 2 or 3. So they're building their own little, whatever you want to call it over there. And the critters can stay in the bushes. Let them just stay in the bushes and kiki with each other. I'm not concerned about what they say about me. People seem to have a problem with me going to the casino. Here's my answer to that. At least I can afford to go. Now, I'm not flexing on nobody, but listen, don't get mad with me because you can't do nothing. If anything, let that inspire you to get up off your rusty, dusty ass and do something with your life other than sit on YouTube and drag people. That ain't productive. There's nothing productive about sitting on YouTube and dragging people that you really don't even know. Spreading lies. They still telling that lie that I fell in love with that joker over there in Hawaii. The hell? I got a whole husband right here, not only at home, but in this chat. What I look like falling in love with that thing over there? And I don't mean no disrespect. He's not a thing. Okay, let me retract that. I got a whole husband right here who I am very content with and have been content with for 48 years. God has blessed us both. But it's sad. Yes, Michelle. Yes. But she's got others doing it for her. So I'm gonna leave it at that and let them get their shine over there. They can stay away from me. Absolutely. Stay away from me. I have friends that they're talking crazy about. I don't appreciate it. My friend Stone Paxton does not deserve to be drugged. My friend Lady Letitia does not deserve to be dragged. Nobody. We minding our own business over here. We come and we bring content that is something that can benefit everybody that is in our chats. Thank you, Mr. Phillips, and thank her for me. Thank you so much. But see, we doing grown folks things over here. All that little nonsense high school, junior high school stuff is for the birds. And in this case, I guess it applies. So again, I'm just saying, we gonna stay positive over here. We gonna stay grown and sexy. And leave all that other vitriol where it belongs, in the bushes. In the bushes. Clearly they don't, Fonda. But when I was in high school, and I don't mean to keep this going, but let me just tell you about high school. This is the very thing that made me who I am today. When people would come for me because I looked a certain way, they felt that they could just run over me until they found out where I was really from. I was from the same hood they were from. And I can drag you just like the rest of them. Some people seem to think that they got a corner in the market on dragging people. And honey, I've learned from the best. I've learned from the best. But it's just Like you said, LaWanda, jealous energy. Jealous energy. And what I do outside of YouTube is my business. If I want to go to the casino, see, what they fail to realize is I've opened a new channel. Auntie Mickey's Slots is a new channel. So I'm not just going out here to the casino just to be going. Thank you, Barbara. This is a business move. I'm sorry they don't understand that. But I like to bring content that people enjoy. People enjoy watching slot machines. You are so welcome, Lady of Elegance, and I am very, very proud of you. Again, you guys, if you guys haven't checked out Lady of Elegance candles, please go to her site and check it out. She's got some of the most wonderful candles that she makes herself with her own two hands, and I love them. I love them so much I'm almost out. But those of you that enjoy candles like that, please go check her out. I put her stuff up against Bath and Body Works any day. That's right, Millionaires Code. They are my motivators. They are my motivators. But I'm here to uplift. I'm uplifting people that are trying to do something positive. Hi, Sloan Jackson. How are you, sweetheart? So, again, anybody that likes watching slot machines, okay, good. Your website will be open tomorrow at 9 a.m. Please post that on YouTube. Make a community post with your information so we can all access it. Because you have a wonderful product, sweetheart. I love you too, Mr. Phillips. And again, I want to thank you guys that have sent me gifts and stuff like that. I mean, you don't know how that, oh my God, you don't know what that does for me. Fonda, girl, look. When I opened that box, I stood in that room and I cried. Because you didn't have to do that. But you did. You cared enough to do that. And that really touched me. Y'all, Fonda hooked me up. Just so you know, Fonda hooked me up. She got me a whole outfit and a coat and 3 necklaces to go with it. And a coffee mug. Thank you, Fonda. So again, I want to publicly thank you for what you've done, because that really touched my soul. It really did. So again, thank you so much. I thank all of you for all the love that you show. Thank you, Fonda. I really appreciate it. And I keep telling y'all, I'm not one of these content creators that get on here and beg. I don't like that. Now, I don't turn nothing away. But I can't see myself getting up on my platform saying, hit the Cash App, hit my Zelle. You know, if people are compelled to give to me, then God will put it on your heart to do that. That's not something I should ask for. Because it looks real bad. It looks thirsty. That's just my own opinion. So, I don't want anybody to have to feel obligated to do anything by being here. Just your presence is enough for me. But like I said, I don't turn nothing away. I don't turn blessings away. But just know that your presence is the greatest blessing to me. So with that said, let me go ahead and share this screen. And I'm going to read to you this article that Mr. Phillips sent me. We're not going to be long today. We're not going to be long at all. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me turn this camera on. I'm so busy running my mouth, I forgot to turn on the camera. Thank you, Sloan. Thank you so much. So Mr. Phillips sent an article to me. Let me turn this down just a tad bit. Okay. And it says here, a Texas woman convicted of unaliving fifth husband. Now, let me see if I can get rid of this ad, because this ad is really in the way. This is awful. These ads are awful. There's nothing to exit out of it. Okay, well, we're just going to keep it pushing. So, dang, I don't like that. And they're back. Wow. Well, we have here a couple. And according to this story, Texas woman convicted of unaliving fifth husband. This is October 9th, so this took place yesterday. I do need an ad blocker. Yeah. They don't allow me to use my whole page. Okay. A Texas woman has been convicted of unaliving her fifth husband 7 years after the mysterious death of her fiancé. Sarah Hartsfield, 49, was found guilty of unaliving Joseph Hartsfield, 46, with a large dose of insulin in January 2023. During the 7-day trial, prosecutors suggested Hartsfield has unalived in the past, saying she believed she would get away with it because it's what she's always done. Yes, Barbara. This is deep. So apparently this gentleman here is the fiancé that she unalived. What a wild coincidence that no person can leave her without consequences, said Chambers County Assistant District Attorney Mallory Vargas, as reported by NBC News. Prosecutors noted Hartsfield pow dead her former fiancé David Bragg in 2018 in what she said was an act of self-defense. Hartsfield has not been charged for the death and the case remains open. Wow. ADA Chambers also told the jury that Hartsfield was once investigated for allegedly asking her fourth husband to unalive her third husband's new wife. Wow. Yeah, Michelle, I'd be running a mile from her too. This is crazy. Let's see. Hartsfield has always denied involvement in the alleged murder plot. The unaliver's lawyer argued that Joseph Hartsfield, who was diabetic, likely caused his own death by taking medicine that made him more sensitive to insulin. I'm presuming that this is the gentleman here. But Joseph Hartsfield's relatives testified that he had told them he was going to leave Hartsfield, but was worried she would unalive him in his sleep. The victim was taken to the hospital with dangerously low sugar levels after Hartsfield called 911. A nurse who treated him said she believed he had been given something to counteract the glucose administered at the hospital because his blood sugar kept crashing. I wouldn't doubt it, Millionaire's Cove. Yeah, she does look so sweet, doesn't she? A medical examiner later determined Joseph Hartsfield had been given a lethal dose of insulin. His cause of death was determined to be complications from toxic effects of insulin, but the manner was undetermined. Officials said Hartsfield shared a video with her daughter that showed her husband gasping an hour and a half before she called 911. Before she was convicted, Hartsfield's children and living ex-husbands came forward, claiming they knew she'd end up in jail one day. Hey, 8 with the 24. How are you, sweetie? Oh boy, she don't look too happy there, does she? Let's take a look at the change in demeanor. Well, it's hard to tell right there, but now she pretty right there. They're a handsome couple. What happened? What happened? Wow. So that's her now. Oh, I'm good. 8 with the 24. You said just hi. Yes, she does look older on this mug shot. Yeah, she must be, because look how long her hair has grown from that previous picture. If you look at, well, her hair is probably that long. Yeah, it's just pinned up. I tell you the truth, po baby. She finally got caught. Hartsfield was arrested on March 11, 1996. For assaulting her second husband, Michael Traxler, at their home located on Rio Bonito. Prosecutors explained her relationship as being short-lived. You think? Hartsfield's first husband, whom she divorced in January 1996, said he was relieved his ex-wife could no longer hurt anyone else. Oh my goodness, this last name is unbelievable. Titus Nornschild. Oh my God. Norn's child. I ain't saying it no more because I'll mess up a name. And Hartsfield were high school sweethearts. He recalled falling in love with his estranged wife in his junior year. The two tied the knot 2 years later. Yeah, she looks so pleasant there. That must be an old picture, because she looking real raggedy right there. Look at that difference. Smooth skin, jacked up skin. No signs of worry. I'm screwed worry. Miss Chucky. Oh, Chuckita. This is Chuckita. Oh my God, she is giving Chucky a run for his money. Bless her heart. Evil personified. Let's see, their short-lived marriage ended with a messy divorce as Nornschild, I'm hoping I ain't messing up this man's name, claimed he received threats from Hartsfield and feared for his life. I'm glad she has finally been caught for who she is. I'm just sorry another person had to die to get her caught, he said. He added that Hartsfield allegedly told him to not be surprised if he didn't make it through the divorce. Let me read that again. He added that Hartsfield allegedly told him to not be surprised if he didn't make it through the divorce. That's an admission of guilt almost right there. She was pretty much telling him, you might not make it. I might have to take you out before this divorce is final. The crossing, oh yeah, you talking about that right there, Sloan? Wow, the audacity. Let me see. Oh, she ain't got no jewelry. No, they don't let you wear jewelry in jail. Okay, let's see. I was honestly surprised to get out of my marriage alive because I was in the Army. I had a $200,000 life insurance on myself, he said. Nornschild confirmed his ex-spouse's second husband was his former best friend. Lord have mercy. This can't get no crazier. First of all, we got a black widow here. I'm talking about the black widow spider. Yes, Fonda, I would think so. She would be considered cereal, but not the kind you eat. Oh my God. I was honestly surprised to get out of my marriage alive because I was in the Army. I had a $200,000 life insurance on myself, he said. Nornschild confirmed his ex-spouse's second husband was his former best friend. Get out of here. That's foul. Did she kill one hubby or five? It looks like let's go to the top of the article. She deleted all five. Well, it says Texas woman convicted of unaliving her fifth husband. It doesn't say that she unalived all of them. As a matter of fact, she couldn't have. This is the fifth husband. This is the one this one right here is the one that she just unalived. But it looks like her first husband got away. Either way it goes, we got a black widow. One that marries men and takes them out for that insurance money. She then went on to her third marriage in 1999 with military man Christopher Donahue. The relationship was Hartfield's longest, and she had 4 kids. I wonder how long they stayed married. Let's see if there's any more to this article. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Lord have mercy, look at all these babies. 1997, she had septuplets. Then her husband left her. Oh, that's sad right there. That's sad right there. This is crazy. Some of these articles are just ridiculous. So what do y'all think about this situation? A money-hungry black widow. Exactly, Millionaire's Code. A money-hungry black widow. Wow. Well, I tell you, let's see if there's, I think there's some pictures in here. Okay. She had 4 kids. She murdered her 5th husband 7 years after the mysterious death of her fiancé. Huh. Okay, it says, yeah, during the 7-day trial, prosecutors suggested Hartsfield has killed in the past, saying she believed she would get away with it because it's what she's always done. Child Fonda, yes, down here. This other picture. Wait, I don't want to mess up. Hi, baby. Huh? Huh?
There's been something wrong with my chain since I got it. See?
Okay, can you wait for me to get off the live and I'll fix it for you? It's okay, honey. We'll just take it to the jewelry store. Ooh-wee. Okay, well, I'm going to see if I can get back to that. Okay, here's the one with the... Ooh, let's look at this. Absolutely, Sloan. In 1997, she had septuplets. The world's first surviving septuplets are grown-ups now. Let's look at this. Matter of fact, let me share this screen. I'm going to exit out of this one. And then I'll share this one. Okay, now. This is crazy. I want to see what they look like now. World's first surviving septuplets are grown-ups now. Meet the incredible parents. Bobby and Kenny Macaulay felt super blessed at the arrival of a healthy baby girl in 1996. Given that Bobby had to battle with complications with her pituitary gland, which can cause problems with fertility, the couple believed their newborn daughter to be a miracle baby. She does look familiar. She does look familiar. Does she look familiar to y'all? Now this is not the woman that unalived her husbands. This is a new article. And she looks very familiar. Where have I seen her before? Huh. Okay, let's go further. There's their daughter. They decided to name her Michaela Marie. They weren't planning on having just one child, so they started to consider having their next. Pursuing fertility treatment. Bobby and Kenny McCauley knew about the difficulties in conceiving Michaela, and that's why they decided to seek fertility treatment for their next child. Come on, she looks, who is that? Maybe I've seen her before when she was having all these babies. Because that mouth, there's something about that mouth that looks familiar. Yeah, her grill was kind of, ooh. That grill needed help. Upon seeking medical advice, the doctor prescribed Metrodin, a medication that helps with ovulation and is required to be taken by a woman to conceive a child. With making plans for their second baby, Bobby started taking the medication. She planned for 1 and got 7. Woo! That's too much. I think she's been on the news before, Fonda. You know she does, doesn't she, Faith? Oh my God. Look at that grill. Let me go back and read this. When Bobby and her husband went for a scan to their doctor, they were hoping that everything would turn out fine and they wouldn't be getting any surprises. However, the scan turned out to be life-changing as it revealed that Bobby was pregnant with not 1 but 7 babies. Ah! Holy cow. My goodness. It was big news for them as they were not only looking at a big family of 10, but also because the pregnancy posed a great danger to the health of Bobby and the babies. A tough decision, as multiple births can pose a danger to the health of both the mother and the babies. Bobby's body was under immense strain from carrying not 1 but 7 fetuses. Due to the risk to Bobby and her unborn babies, the doctor recommended the couple to consider a process called selected reduction. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to find that out, Rose. Because she do look like that lady. She really does. Have you ever heard of that term called selected reduction? I've never heard of that before. Due to the risk to Bobby and her unborn babies, the doctor recommended the couple to consider a process called selected reduction. So what does that mean? Whoa. Climbing up the mountain, trying to reach the top. Susan Smith. That's who she looks like. This can't be her, though. In this process, those fetuses are protected, which are most likely to make it to full term. Hence, it is like aborting babies who have fewer survival chances. Oh my God. In this process, those fetuses are protected, which are most likely to make it to full term. Hence, it is like aborting babies who have fewer survival chances. That's horrible. taking the risk. Bobby and Kenny fully understood the risks involved in the pregnancy that poses a lot of dangers to mother and baby's health, but they didn't want to choose one of their babies over another. So they gave it a long thought and decided to proceed with the pregnancy. Okay, Mr. Phillips, that kitty cat was... Po kitty cat. Po kitty cat. Okay, so here's a picture of her. Her and her husband look really familiar. This has got to be the same story that we've seen in the past. It was a tough decision because only about 40 to 50 births in the world have resulted from a pregnancy involving 7 babies. There is a possibility that they drew some confidence from the fact that although many septuplets have not survived birth or infancy, at least one more set of septuplets had survived beyond infancy, getting lots of attention from everyone. Hey, Black Lion, how are you? Or should I say, hello, Black. As Bobby and Kenny made the big decision to keep all 7 babies and not opt for selective reduction, the news spread like wildfire, and everyone across the country wanted to know more about them. Oh, look at the look she's giving him. I swear she looks so familiar. Both of them do. But she had a bad grill. Look at that grill. I hope somebody helped her with her dental issues. Dang. Oh, I'm doing good, Black. I'm doing good, Black. We're looking at this article about this couple that had 7 babies. Had 7 babies and now they're grown up. And so this is the story of the 7 babies. Michelle said to me, white Americans look the same or similar. Now, see, we always hear that they all look alike. But we hear that about us. Oh my God, Richard Thomas, John Boy from the Waltons. His wife had 6 at once, too. Ooh-wee. You prayed for me today, Black. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Look at that look she's giving him. Like, you ain't touching this kitty cat for a while, buddy. Okay, let's hear about them babies. While some found the story of septuplets fascinating, some people weren't supportive of keeping all 7 babies. Oh no, I don't think that they did that, Lizzie. People were thinking that was a different couple. This couple didn't do that. Let me finish reading it to you, Lizzie. While some found the story of septuplets fascinating, some people weren't supportive of keeping all 7 babies. However, Bobby and Kenny had made up their minds, and they were confident that everything would work out for the best. Yes, I remember her. She had 8 of them, and she raised them by herself. Octomom, that's right. But now you know she had plenty of help from outside sources too. Yes, Black Line, that might have been her. That might have been Octomom you're talking about. Yes, we're all talking about that same chick. So this one right here, She only had 7. Octomom got her by 1. Yeah, she giving side eye like, I'm gonna drain you dry of your money. He don't know what he really don't understand what hit him. He just sitting up there grinning and cheesing like, oh hell, what am I gonna do now? Oh shit. Oh my God, she was Lizzie. Getting help. Speaking of help, people who knew the McCaulays and those who didn't know them at all, everyone was eager to offer them help. Isn't that something? It was understandable because the birth of 7 children at once was undoubtedly an extraordinary event. What an ad to put in the middle of this. Your home smells like dog pee? No. Okay. Okay. Black, is this the house? Says, for instance, Kraft stepped forward to give the family a year's supply of mac and cheese. They were a year's supply of mac and cheese. Really? That's going to stop their behinds up for real. They were also given boxes of diapers, and some offered help as babysitters or nannies. Amazingly, a 5,000 square foot house was also donated to the family. You mowed her lawn, Black Lion? Which one? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Mama Cricket, I'm sorry. I was just joking. Oh my God. More gifts. As if getting a 5,000 square foot house wasn't showing the people's generosity. Someone stepped forward to donate a brand new van to the family. And then the next thing here says, wait, no, it went away. Shoot. It was going to play right into my joke, but never mind. So, somebody donated them this van. Now, I'm not one to be picky. Ew, she was probably so stretched out. It wouldn't have been fun. Oh my God. But I'm sorry, why would you give them a van with all their names on the side? Just advertise, hi, we got a bunch of kids and got some free shit. Oh, I know you just saying, Black. They done put all the names, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids on the side of this van. Did they have to just advertise it? Oh, you were there for a job. Okay. Wow. The van was big enough to fit all of the babies comfortably. Moreover, someone donated a year's supply of groceries to the family. Hell. Honey, you still in the chat? Baby, you still here? You think we got another chance? No? Okay. Never mind. Yes, I see that, Black Lion. I just wouldn't want it advertised. You know, I'm driving down the street in a van that somebody gave me. And all all people would know is to look at the van and say, oh, look, they got a bunch of babies in their van. Exciting and scary times. As weeks and months were leading up to the birth of 7 babies, it was scary, thrilling, and a stressful time for the family. The doctors were concerned that the stress of the deliveries could lead her to early labor. You think? Okay, that's the chance, Faith. Ain't nothing coming out of here ever again. Ain't that right?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you in my live?
Me?
Okay, everybody say hi to Xavion.
Mama,
What?
I'm gonna take money out of your credit card.
Say what?
I'm gonna take money out of your credit card.
The hell you
See?
are. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Don't play with me.
Mama, why would I do that?
Do not play with me.
Why would I do that though?
Why would you?
I wasn't acting.
Out. You are banished. You are banished to the curb. I love you. Don't come back in here until I'm done. Oh, Jesus. Close the door. All the way. Thank you. I lost my place. Is that MM? Auntie Mickey, that woman in yellow top on screen, is that MM? I don't see who you're talking about, sweetheart. Woman in yellow top. I don't see a woman with a yellow top. Where are we here? I don't know. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that ultrasound. Look at all them babies. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 5 of them. I think there's number 6 back here. Jeepers. Bobby tried her best to keep calm, and though the couple was worried that things might not work as planned, they knew that staying positive was their best bet at that time. They tried their best to remain as positive as possible. And then Johnny Kirk showed up with a dead rat laying next to onions. Delivering the babies, the couple received the news that they would need to be at a hospital at just 31 weeks. They were told that the babies would be delivered by cesarean section. How many ovaries is that? Oh my God. Look at that. That is just unbelievable. Although Bobby and Kenny were a bit surprised, they trusted the doctors. On November 19th, 1997, Bobby gave birth to 7 babies in the space of just 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 7 babies in 6 minutes. Exactly, Michelle. It took me 10.5 hours to get one out. And 17 for the other. That's sinful. That's a bit much. The couple was happy to welcome 4 boys and 3 girls. Everyone was relieved to find out that the septuplets were healthy. All now the parents needed was to name their babies. Oh, that's okay, Mama. There we go. 7 babies. Can you imagine? They crawled out, huh? They need a job, each one of them. They came out with a microphone and big afros. Sign us up with Motown. Oh, hell no. That's right, Millionaires Cove. That's the awesome part of it all. You're talking about Megan. Oh, I'm a little slow right now, Lizzie. Oh my God. Can you believe it though? The heaviest of the babies was named Robert, while the other boys were named Kenny, Robert, Brandon, James, Nathan, Roy, and Joel, Stephen. Huh? The heaviest of the babies was named Robert, while the other boys were named Kenny, Robert, Brandon, James, Nathan, Roy, and Joel, Stephen. The beautiful girls were named Alexis, Mary, Natalie Sue, and Kelsey Ann. It must be a lot to remember the names of 7 babies. Here is a challenge for you. Try remembering all the names by the end of this article. Man, please. Yeah, you seen that rat too, Lizzie? Oh my God. Ooh, I hope that ain't their toilet. Ugh. Team effort. It wasn't only Bobby and Kenny's effort in bringing 7 babies into the world. There were the dedicated efforts of the hard-working hospital staff as well. Michelle said, I forgot their names already. Shoot. Wait, is this the team that delivered them? Did it take all them people? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that it took all those people? The doctors, nurses, and maternity staff were happy that they were part of making American history. A few days after the birth of septuplets, all the team gathered to take a memorable group photo. What y'all want to bet that half of them people wasn't even involved? I'm not buying it. They ain't got that many people on a labor and delivery ward nowhere in the States. That's crazy. Lord have, oh, look at that sweater. Isn't that cute? Waiting to get the first pictures of babies. As Bobby and Kenny were asked by the doctors to come to the hospital 9 weeks before Bobby's due date, the news channels didn't know about it. And, of course, when they did find out, they came around in full force. How about that? When the news channels finally became aware that the births were taking place at the Loa Methodist Hospital Center in Des Moines, they started camping out to get the first pictures of the newborns. What olive oil does when you take it before bed, you end up looking like this? Or, never mind, that's nothing to do with the story. Look at that. Is that real? Once a legendary star, now she lives alone in Kent. Poor baby. Wow. Spending extra time under observation, the doctors at the hospital wanted to ensure that the babies and the mother were healthy before discharging them. Therefore, Bobby and her 7 babies had to spend 3 months and 10 days in the hospital after the delivery. They don't do that now. Nope. They want you to drop it and go. They wanted my grandson to jump off of this. One of these in a story, but I don't think this is the same one. When the news broke out that the couple and babies were leaving the hospital, the cameramen and journalists gathered around to get a snap of the septuplets. As the Macaulays headed for their home, there were a lot of smiles, cheers, and even a few tears. Getting police security. The police had to set up a security post outside the home of the Macaulays, as they wanted to ensure that the couple reached their home without facing any trouble whatsoever. Wow. I'm going to skip these. I don't want to keep talking about them. The babies were first brought back to the couple's old home, but they would be moving into their new home pretty soon. I personally would have had them say, look, have the new house ready for us. So by the time we get out, it'll be ready, because that little house right there ain't cutting it. What they gonna do with that little old house? Park their van in it? That's true, Michelle. That is very true. Now, the only reason why they kept me on my second child is because I told them, I'm not having no more kids. You better do something about it, because if I get pregnant again after this and it's twins, y'all gonna take one home with you. Think I'm playing? No. Wow. That's a tiny, tiny house. Okay. The babies were first brought back to the couple's old home, but they would be moving into their new home pretty soon. Exciting times. While the couple took care of their 7 babies in their old home, their new home was getting ready. Once their new home was organized, a ceremony took place in which they were handed over the keys to their new home. Please, we don't have to do a ceremony. You don't have to organize nothing. Just pull up to the house with the van and some stuff, because we ain't got no room at this other house. I swear that woman looks so familiar. The ceremony involved the chairman of Clark Companies, Lloyd Clark. He gave the keys to the couple in the garage of the house. There was excitement in the air as the couple entered their new home. I'd be excited too. Somebody gave me a free house. Getting countrywide media attention. Initially, the couple thought that only local reporters were interested in covering their story, but they didn't know that their incredible septuplets had caught the attention of some big magazines as well. Wow. Maybe that's where I saw her. Because she got one of them faces you recognize and you don't forget. Wow. Okay, in December of 1997, just a month after the septuplets were born, Bobby and Kenny featured on the front cover of Time magazine. A complete interview. After the news magazine, ABC News Primetime was able to get full access to the family for a complete interview and news feature. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, there's 7 babies. Where's the 8th one? You can't neglect that first one now. Given that most of the coverage involved reporters retelling what others had already written, the interview with ABC covered other aspects as well. There was also criticism. While most of the news coverage was positive, there were some negative reports as well. Some people called the family irresponsible for having too many children. Faith says, I promise you I would smoke, you know what, daily. And she only had 2. Well, she had 1 prior to those 7. Ooh, that's a lot of babies. She had a whole litter. Some even criticized the couple because they thought that the amount of waste generated by having so many babies could play a role in damaging the environment. But it didn't matter to the couple, as they were happy with their babies. They felt blessed to have 7 babies. Trying to keep things private, as the excitement around the septuplets started to subside with time. It gave an excellent opportunity to the Macaulays to get on with raising their 8 children. They received a useful piece of advice from the Dion family, who had quintuplets, that it is best to keep their family life as private as possible. Well, they didn't start out with that, did they? It's very public. I think that ship has sailed. Exactly. Oh, I think I've seen them on Oprah. Yep, that must have been where I saw them. They acted upon the advice of the Dion family with one exception. They would make a public appearance once a year on the birthday of their septuplets. The advice from quintuplets. The Dion quintuplets were born in Ontario, Canada in 1934 to Elzire Dion. She came under a lot of criticism for the way her babies were raised. There was a lot of press focus on the children. And the press sometimes even described them as a circus. Wow. I wonder if this is somebody else's kids. The quintuplets who were grown adults advised Kenny and Bobby about keeping their children's lives as private as possible. Even a single child can make a lot of mess and increase your workload. The couple had to deal with the chaos and dirty clothes of 8 children. It was surely a lot of work. Okay. Even a single child can make a lot of mess and increase your workload. The couple had to deal with the chaos and dirty clothes of 8 children. It was surely a lot of work. It was reported that the Macaulays did an average of 17 loads of laundry a week. Ooh-wee. Given that they tried their best to keep their lives private, it means that they had to do a lot of house chores themselves. Luckily for them, they had 2 washing machines and 2 dryers to help them with loads of laundry. With 7 growing babies, it was apparent that there would be a lot of laundries, but there were other expenses as well. They were using, on average, 52 diapers a day between them and 42 bottles of milk. Ugh. Look at that stroller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This must be 8 right here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. As expected, the couple was spending a lot of money daily, so Bobby and Kenny decided that they need to come up with a strategy to manage their large family and control their expenses. See, I say this to parents all the time when they have a lot of kids. You need to start cutting corners. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Take showers instead of baths if you're going to make the kids bathe together. Because honestly, who wants to sit in someone else's dirty water? I mean, there's all kind of ways to manage. Not opting for formula milk. It would have been understandable if Bobby had decided only to give formula milk to her children, but she decided that she would feed her babies with pumped breast milk for the first 3 months. I think Uncle Barry threw that other stuff out because I sure enough had it. With the septuplets, it was expected that everything from feeding them to changing diapers would take a lot of time. For instance, potty training was quite time-consuming and challenging. Look at them strollers. Wow. Something is down here. They were able to potty train their first daughter, Michaela, within 4 days, but it wasn't that easy with the septuplets. It took a lot of time to potty train them fully. Volunteers were like a blessing. It takes a lot of effort and time to raise a child. And in the case of the Macaulays, 8 children needed to be raised. So volunteers stepped in to help the family. And there we have it. A bunch of random neighbors holding the babies, I would imagine. The family would have needed around 70 volunteers to help with daily tasks around the house. Still, 8 or 9 people were helping with changing diapers, feeding the babies, and taking proper care. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of them's missing. Wait, 2, 4, 6. No, there's 7. I'm tripping. Even the construction workers that were involved in building their new house spent time taking care of the babies. Wait a minute. I thought they were gifted the house. I thought it was already built. So they got a brand new house built for them? This is unbelievable. Families stepped in as well. It wasn't just the volunteers who stepped forward to help the McCays. There was also a lot of help from within the family as well. Here's a photo of Bobby's sister holding one of the septuplets. To help Bobby and Kenny receive meant a lot to them, as they couldn't have done it without them. You did everything else without them. Wow. Although everyone in the family was eager to help the McCays, there was one particular family member who wanted to help in whatever possible way there was. Big sister Michaela helped in feeding times and taking care of her siblings. She knew that it was her responsibility to take care of her siblings, to take some load off of her parents. As we'd mentioned earlier, the McCays came up with a strategy to maintain their expenses, and they applied it quite impressively. And this is how they kept their pantry up. Wow. That's a lot of food. For instance, they bought everything in bulk to save money on everything. They also started purchasing products that came with some special offers. They managed to bring their monthly expenses to $300 a month. Say what? Hold it. How you feed all them babies and yourself and your husband on $300 a month? I'm not buying that one. I'm going to call that cap. Futuristic strollers. Seeing twin strollers is not uncommon, but what the McCays required was 2 sets of 4-seater strollers to carry their babies around town, something no one had ever seen before. And there we have that stroller. That's kind of cute. I'd turn that into a go-kart. That'd be fun. I'm just saying. So whenever they used to go for a walk around their neighborhood, their strollers would get a lot of attention. The McCays were doing an excellent job at reducing their monthly expenses, but they knew that they had to do more. So they started growing their fruits and vegetables, as it was not only an organic option, but a free one as well. Oh, look at that family picture. They were able to reduce the cost of grocery shopping by using fresh fruits and vegetables from their backyard. The only thing that they were missing was a cow. Moo. Taking care of just one baby requires a lot of attention, and when it comes to taking care of 7, the amount of attention needed increases by 7 times. I think I'll end it at that. I want to see these babies after they grew up. I'm going to skip a whole lot of this toddler talk. Hold on just a second, please. Okay. There we had President Bush there. The Clintons called on him. Huh. This is very, very interesting. I just want to get to The grown-up pictures. Now this is cute, but they're not the age in this picture as they are now. So I'm passing. Wow. Dedicated date night. If you have a house that is full of 8 growing children, taking out time for yourself can be difficult. You think you don't need no more time. I want to see the babies as grown-ups now. Okay. This is them at 8. Y'all see that? They're really cute. Okay, don't want to see him. Oh, there's some more pictures of him. The Magnificent Seven. Although there were occasional times when the children did a feature on TV or in the press. Huh. Wow. It doesn't look like... Oh, is this them now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. Okay, looks like one of them is walking with a walker. That must be him. Wait a minute, she's holding it. I don't know. I'm sorry to see that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's somebody hidden back here. 7 with an arm. There's just an arm. Exactly, Faith. Ain't no way in the world. I wonder if this is the same house they lived in when they were born. Huh. Well, at least they praying. Pray over your food. This is wonderful. Okay, this one right here, she has to walk with a walker. Let's see if they say... Okay, Nathan and Alexis both suffer from cerebral palsy, which affects their movement and coordination. So that would be these two. The one in the dress in front and the young boy next to her. Wow, that's crazy, Catherine. Yeah, this is a very nice picture. Oh, bless his heart. I taught myself how to walk because I really wanted to learn. It's just been getting better and better, he said. Well, kudos to them. I don't want to go reading through this entire diatribe. She won the Miss Teens Miss Dreams Come True Award in 2013. She's one of them too. Huh. Here's a nice picture of the entire family. Wait, let me make sure one of the kids ain't missing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 8 kids here. Okay. They're sitting there in front of a car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one of them bounced. Okay. Huh. Okay, they're entering a new phase in life as the septuplets turned 18. There was a sense of relief in everyone's eyes, not just for the children, but the parents as well. It's time to get out of my house. Wow. Well, here's what olive oil does, is what they said. So they graduated. That's wonderful. Look at that. Good for them. That's a beautiful story. Huh. They still got a lot of stuff going on that I will not be covering tonight. Okay then, well y'all, yeah, trauma from the birth, hypoxia. Well y'all, it is definitely Friday night, and I told you I wasn't going to keep you all night. I meant that. So with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this live so you guys can enjoy the rest of your evening. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I know we didn't have a whole lot of Charlie Kirk stuff to talk about, none of that. And, you know, everybody else is talking about Charlie Kirk. And I don't know if you guys seen some of the latest, but this story gets crazier and crazier. It just seems every time I turn on the TV, there's another lie exposed. It seems like there's another lie exposed every time I turn on the TV. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to end this live. I'm going to go find my grandson, who likes to be on camera every time he comes over. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. Now, stay tuned. I may go on live tomorrow night. It is Saturday, 12:50 p.m. there. Okay. I may go on live tomorrow night from the casino. I may. No promises, but just letting you guys know it's a possibility. And if you guys set your notifications, I know it's not worth much. YouTube is not even giving notifications, you know. But just kind of keep your eyes open. Yes, he's taking after his grandma. He wants some money. I think that's what he wants. Yeah, he needs his own stream. For real. He needs his own stream of income. But anyway, stay tuned tomorrow. Hopefully I'll go live tomorrow from the casino. And we'll have some more fun. In the meantime, y'all, take it easy. I love y'all. Take care now. Peace out.
Thanks for staying close through thick and thin. You stuck around, let the journey begin. Every like, every comment, you light up my day. Your loyalty's a gift I won't take away. From dawn to dusk, you've been my kinfolk crew. This song's for you, for everything you do. We grow together through highs and lows. Your support is the wind that makes me glow. With every single view, you lift me higher. Your love and dedication fuels my fire. Here's to my loyal kinfolk, my shining stars. Together we're champion, near and far. This is our moment, our family story to tell. Thank you for being so real. You make my heart swell. No distance could ever break this bond. You trust, your love, forever fun. As I close this chapter with gratitude, this outro's for you, my kinfolk. We'll stay tuned, keep dreaming, we'll soar anew. I'm forever grateful for all of you. Until next time, keep shining bright, loyal friends and kinfolk. Good night. Oh.